Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the Everton News Daily. We are in a international break at the moment, so it's a little bit quiet out there at the moment. But Theo Walcott has spoken to EvertonFC.com regarding the win at the weekend. He said, we're now on 12 points going into the international break. We're on the way up. Looking back at the Leicester game, we did play some fantastic stuff. The goal itself deserved to win the game. It was incredible. Gylfi's goal was brilliant. He practices every day in training. He's the last one off the field, so I'm not surprised at all. We worked really hard coming into the match after the disappointment against Southampton early in the week. So so to come back and get the 3 points was important. It's nice to be on a winning team, and I'm really pleased with the football we've played. And I've noticed that Theo Walcott's come under a little bit of criticism from some of our fans about his recent performances. I don't know, some of our fans are always looking for a boo boy, but I think Theo's done quite well this season. He's scored goals, he's set up goals, and he's a typical winger. You know, sometimes they have patches of off form, and sometimes they have absolutely amazing bits of form. But for me, you know, he's always a threat. Yeah, listen, he's not always perfect, but he's always a threat. Scored a few goals, got a few assists, as I said, and is part of that front four that did really well on Saturday. And as he said there about Gylfi Sigurdsson, I think the players have been expecting him to hit this little bit of purple patch with goal scoring and assists. So he's saying it's all down to hard work, and that's where it comes from. One of those players in that front four from Saturday, Bernard, he's had his assist taken off him from the weekend. The Premier League have said that because the goalkeeper got a touch on it, Kasper Schmeichel, it's not his assist. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but I'm sure if you've got a fantasy football team or whatever, that'll mean you've lost points. I doubt it'll mean much to the play, because at the end of the day, it's his assist, isn't it? It's his assist. So, strangely, Kurt Zouma has been given assist for Gylfi Sigurdsson's goal, but that's the way we are now. You know, goals get taken off players all the time. If they hit, you know, if it's a ricochet off someone or whatever, and assists are the same. And as I say, I suppose it means something if it's to do with fantasy football or betting or whatever. Or he's been challenged maybe by the manager to get a certain amount of assists. That one has been taken off him. What else is going on today? Tosun, I think we mentioned it yesterday, linked with a move back to Besiktas. They're in need of a centre forward, and I think a lot of people are putting two and two together. Obviously he's not started the last few Premier League games, and has had a bit of a difficult start to the season, but Turkish Football have dismissed those reports. They said he's fully committed. They're quite close to the player apparently, and they said he's fully committed to Everton and wants to have a real go at Everton. And that's good news, because I think obviously we need a better centre forward, but that doesn't mean getting rid of Tosun. That means getting rid of maybe other players. What we want is Tosun fighting for his place, and it'd be difficult for every player to get into this team. That's what we want. We don't want anybody having a free ride at it, you know, in their starting place. We want a squad that's capable of having any 11 players at a time worthy of playing in that Everton first team. So we want them fighting for that spot. And on the same note, Turkish Football have said today that Nias could leave to Galatasaray in January. A player who's only played 48 minutes of Premier League action this season. Hasn't been in the matchday squads for the last few games, and it looks like he could be on his way out. I'm sure if Everton could get rid of him and get a better centre forward in, maybe a new first choice centre forward, then that would obviously that's what you want. That's what you want. If a player's not doing the business for him, you can sell him, get some good money in for him, and you can bring a real class centre forward in. Then that's what we want. We want to always be striving to get better, and hopefully we will. And we've been linked with a centre forward today, oddly enough, Mwamba Samata. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a Tanzania striker. He scored 8 times in 11 games this season for Genk, I think it is. It's been reported by HITC not a massively brilliant, credible source there, but says a number of Premier League teams have been watching him play in the Belgium league. So I'm sure we'll be linked with more and more centre forwards as it comes to January. Marcel Brands, who was seen brilliantly in that behind the scenes video, greeting all the players going into the dressing room after the Leicester win, looking like the coolest man on the earth. I'm sure he's back from his holiday now, and he'll be working hard to bring in a centre forward for January, because that's what we need now. When we need a player, we hope that he goes out and finds that player and brings him in. That's what we need. We need to improve. We need to bring in better players all the time. So let's hope he's out there doing that. Anyway, that's about it from me today on the Everton News Daily. Make sure, if you're over on Patreon, you check out the Tuesday topic. We're discussing, how do Yerry Mina and Andre Gomez get into this team, or is it very easy to just walk into it? It's a great discussion, nearly an hour's worth talking about the squad. Make sure you check that out. Yeah, there's loads of good content on Patreon if you're gonna go and watch it. Don't forget as well, this Friday me and Baz are taking the Zip Wire Challenge in Snowdonia on behalf of Everton and the community. We've really nearly raised £1,000. We'd really love to get to that £1,000 before we do it on Friday. There's going to be a video coming off the back of it. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. So if you can donate, check out the link in the description. Any amount of money, £1 would be great. If you've got any spare change knocking around, it's going to Everton and the community. So please do that. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.